What is going on, everybody? This is Nick here at Y4Turbo, and we've got a little bit of a problem with our Colorado Avalanche. We were playing NHL 17 GM mode. Now, before we get into it, last episode, you guys had a ton of awesome comments. Here they are. Check them out on screen. Make sure, if you want to be in the next episode with your comment, leave a comment down below. Let me know just something that can help me out with the GM mode. This was a very hard episode to plan for. I was worried about it all day because here is our problem. We are way below the cap floor, so we can't move up players that need to be in the NHL this year. That's a big problem, especially for growth. Now, what can we do about this? I think we can make it work to an advantage. Now, we signed a couple players just to move them. Here is my plan. I found a team. It's not an accident that the Tampa Bay Lightning are right here. I've done a ton of pre-scouting, and it might bite me that I didn't simulate any of these trades. But let's see here. Okay, this guy's. I'm just looking up guys right now that are kind of worth nothing because we need to clear. We have full contracts. My plan is basically to get these contract guys. This guy I was kind of on the fence about, but he has to go to the chopping block, unfortunately. Yeah, he's got to go. I didn't mean to sign him for that low. He's got to go. And who else do we need? We got to do the real guts of this trade, which is Bernier, which they want Bernier, which is a good one. Remember, we signed him for that 2-year deal accidentally. I meant to do 1. I don't know why I did 2. We just signed him for that just to trade. And, so just to not lose him for nothing. And I think I threw a pick in here. I think it was just like a six rounder. Yeah, you can tell. Like a 6th round, I think will be fine. I think that adds enough. I just think it would be more likely that a 6th round goes through rather than a 7th. We might actually be able to do this and get their 2nd round pick. We might actually be able to do this. I think actually there's one more guy. I don't think they wanted him, but I think he was a defensive prospect way down here. This guy. Neuro. I know he's 79. He could definitely help out the AHL squad. I'm totally aware. But I think I'm just going to get rid of him because my other guys can actually grow. This dude might actually get up to low 80s. So I got to just throw another guy in the fire, unfortunately. So I think this will go through, and that clears us 4 contracts that we can. I might have to add a pick in here, though. That clears 4 contracts. We can go to free agency and give someone a big severance package that's an older guy so they can come on the team and fill in that gap for contracts. I pre-scouted this, and it looks like actually theirs is a little lower than ours, but let's see. Might actually be able to get one more pick out of them. I'll try a 4th. And see if this goes through. Yeah, unwilling. Let's see if this has to go through. A 2nd round pick for all these guys. Wow, it's not going through. Let's add that 6th in and try to get that other. I don't think that other pick will go through. So let's just try this. Okay, it works. Hopefully it's not people running into the streets or whatever. Okay, yeah, so it's a done deal. They're all good with that. Let me clean up the. Actually, we can actually just pop in. Oh yeah, okay. We need to get Stolarz up here. I forgot that he is not in the NHL at this point, but you can see, guys, all those dudes down there. Oh my gosh. Okay, this will help us with a little bit of the salary back up here in the NHL. You can see our team salary is at $55 million. And we just popped the line. I apologize, guys. I should have known this before when we were doing contracts for this 1 year. I should have just gone really hard on the 1 year guys. Give them $4 million when they were asking for 2. Now I'm going to have to give one dude $5 million or something like that. But they can potentially help here. Let me just fix all this, and then we'll go and see if somebody will sign a contract for us. Just one moment. All right, so here we are at the free agency screen. So basically right now I'm just signing someone who can help out down in the AHL or maybe as a scratch player. So I was thinking maybe Tulusky here. He already wants 2.4. And the thing is, it doesn't really matter. We're just signing a guy so we can fill a roster slot with a lot of money. So I'm literally going to offer this dude $4 million, 4.5 actually. This is really dumb, but it's kind of cheating, but I have to do it. I mean, teams have done this kind of thing before, overpaid to get to the salary floor. Teams have taken on contracts like Datsuk's contract going to Arizona, things of that nature. 4.5 might actually be bad. Maybe I'll do 5. I'll do 5 for 1 year to ride the bench, buddy, if you don't get upset. 5 mil for 1 year. We could probably even offer one more dude. Let's do Mathot, actually, and give him... Yeah, let's give him a severance package here. Nope. 1 year, my friend. I'm sorry. Let's see if we can get him up to 4.5. See if he'll take... This is just ridiculous. This makes me kind of sick to my stomach, but I'm sorry, guys. I messed up with the math before the season. I thought we would have covered it, but that's the damn salary floor. It just screws me over. It sucks, too, because I started the game and I was moving stuff around just so I could do some previous edits, and yep, did not work out the way I thought. Okay, we got these two boys up on the team. Okay, let me manage the roster, see if we can work it out. If not, we can maybe sign one more dude and, just have him either in the AHL with a one-way, so we get some of his salary, or, etc. It's just an annoying process I got to do for this video, but we will do simulating today, and I have your line suggestions right next to me. We're going to put them together. I just got to get these guys up in the NHL. It's so annoying. Okay, just 1 minute. Okay, so these definitely aren't the final lines, so don't worry about it. We're gonna be fixing these, but just want to let you know it was a success. We got everybody up here. Here's the thing: you guys are saying Big Russ doesn't grow; he just kind of stops at 85, and that's it. That's super weird. But apparently, because he's low elite, he just stops at 85. I'm not 100% sure if that's like totally true, but when I was talking about trading Galenis on this one, it was like, no, trade Bigris. But I was thinking, like, there's a bigger upside for Bigris. Even if he gets to 85, Galenis is going to turn 27 by, like, the middle of the season. I don't think he's getting even up to 85 at this point. He's stuck around at 84 for a whole year playing in top 4 minutes. So I still think we should get rid of Galenis and try to get something for him. That's the other thing is salary. So the thing is Sanheim is currently scratched because Galenis is up here at an 84. I mean, this decor is fine. It looks okay if we had to keep it. But the fact that we have Sanheim here, and I mean, Mathot can always, if there's injuries in the playoffs or something at some point. But if we make the playoffs this year, which I don't think we will, but Sanheim, everyone was saying, has a way better upside. He's already 83 overall at 21 years old. So I think we still go about trading Galenis before we set these 100% lines in motion. By the way, down in the AHL, all those lines are good too. I think the only person that's scratched is Bracco, so we gotta actually pop him back in. I really want you. Oh yeah, you guys were saying the Klima brothers. It's actually Klima. It's pronounced Klima. Those guys, I put them on the fourth line together. They're actually both wingers because somebody down there is a prospect and has way better faceoffs than both of them. So I think that'd be kind of cool. But if you guys think it's stupid, we can change it and put Bracco in somewhere, or one of these guys can be in the trade. So let's just put Galenis here in the man. We've had a lot of trading days, haven't we? Let's put Galenis here in the... There we go. Okay, let's see if anybody wants him. Okay, Coyotes want him, which we could get a pick from them. That actually might be pretty good. Coyotes, Buffalo, and the Hurricanes want him. Those are all good teams for picks if we're getting picks back. The Flames want him. The Red Wings. That actually might be good going to the Red Wings because we trade over to the East. I mean, really all those teams at the beginning. But this would probably make a lot of sense because they really want to get a defenseman at this point. Let's see who they've got. They've got a lot of guys in that 80 range. But look at their defense right now. Not looking too good. So this actually makes a lot of sense. So what could we get draft pick wise? We might not be able to get a first. Let's see. Well, yeah, we probably won't be able to get a first. So let's see if they have any prospects they do want to give up. No one. Oh my God, they don't want to give up anybody. Anybody we can force. Don't want to go with any rostered players. Kind of don't even want, maybe one of these like CHL guys. Like even this guy would be cool. Owen Tippett, top 6 forward. That might be cool. And then we could pop in a pick that they want to give up. Because then we get a top 6 guy that could get, high 80s and maybe like a 3rd round pick. They don't want to give up either of these. That's the problem. I think it's kind of forcing it. Yeah, and then they only want to give up late round picks, don't they? I don't want to do like a 4th round in this guy. I mean, that might actually be good though. That's the thing. Like Galenis, we need / want to get rid of, and all of a sudden we get this right wing prospect for the future who plays this next year in the CHL. Then we can reassess once we start signing real contracts, and we get a 4th round pick. So this might not be super realistic, but I think right now with this guy maybe capping out at 85, they could really stand to have that, top 4, top 6 guy when their decor looks the way it does. I know they're like a rebuilding team, but right now it says hopeful. So maybe they are going to be making some acquisitions once the preseason starts. So, you guys might not think this is the best trade, but let's see if it goes through. I'm just going off your comments. Sanheim, you guys want him to play, and everybody wants Galenis gone. So let's see if this goes through. Okay, they don't want to do that. Would they do Tippett straight for Galenis? I don't think so. Okay, yeah, done deal. So that's exactly what they wanted, and we got to go to roster moves again. So just 1 minute, guys. All right, so I've just gotten done brushing through your comments. Thank you so much again for all these comments. They've helped so much with setting up this team. And this was kind of the general consensus for what the line should kind of look like. I think Grigorenko was up higher here. Yeah, I think Yakupov and Grigorenko were switched. That's my bad. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do because we're keeping Yager on the first line to help out with McKinnon's playmaker totals because he has a better shot. And Grigorenko is going to stick on the second line where he belongs. And the third line will belong to Boyle, Nieto, and Yakupov with Bork, Yost, and Hosang on the fourth. So that looks actually really good. And, we could use the 85 up here and maybe the 86. But I think this first line can establish some good chemistry this year. Yager will probably retire. But with that shot, he'll really help McKinnon. And I think his passing's decent too. Yeah, 85, not too bad. All their passing's at least 85. So this will be a good first line. Decently top-heavy team. But then, next year maybe Grigorenko gets up to that 87 or something. Ratinen gets up to maybe 90, 89, something like that. Then we have a first line that really can contend. Barzal down here really needs to get better at faceoffs, but I'm liking his shooting category and everything like that. Boyle, he can really anchor that third line. That's going to be awesome. Thank you, guys, for suggesting all that. And then Yost down here, he can really can really anchor that fourth line. He's definitely going to be a guy of the future that can play right down the middle here. Maybe Barzal gets moved to the wing. As well. And then here was the big one. This one I was a little weird about because everyone was saying put Sanheim on the first line because he's low elite and he'll really grow with Shattenkirk. I was kind of like, Tyson Barrie and Shattenkirk would be really cool, but they're both right-handed, so left-right, two-way defenders. This should be actually a pretty good line, helping both of them get up to a point where they can really help out. That defensive awareness is nice too. Tyson Barrie with Zadorov, rather. Two-way defender, offensive defenseman. Maybe I'll make Barrie an offensive defenseman, or rather defensive defenseman. I meant to say for this Zadorov. Sorry, guys. But if he has a good year on this line, he might actually be. He'll get maybe more points with a defensive guy rather than an offensive guy like Shattenkirk. And I didn't want to leave Carrick down here, but I kind of have to. So offensive guy with two-way defender. And you guys are saying Big Wrist doesn't really grow that much, but, we can wait a year on these two guys. They're slightly younger, whereas, Barry, I need to play him up here. I can't play him down the bottom six or the bottom pairing. There's no way. And I don't think I'm not saying anyone was suggesting that. I'm just saying. Picard and Stolarz in here, both at 84. That's nice. Stolarz has jumped from that 83. So we got Setaguchi and Mathot scratched. Mathot is just riding the bench for that money. Let's get over to the AHL. So this actually looks pretty good with some guys getting some real time. Grimaldi will get some nice time up here. I got the Klima Bros down here. I actually put them at center with Bracco. I scratched Mitchell. We maybe could have put him in instead of Moore, but I don't know. I like Moore's stats for the AHL on the third line especially. So all these dudes should really help out. Actually, let's put Leipzig up here to help that first line. He can get a lot more minutes because he is still growing. And then Tulusky can help the second line grow a little bit. All these guys are pretty much doing their own thing. And here's D. We probably could use like one or two more prospects, but at this point, it's just, So we don't have that other fringe goalie, DiPietro, up yet. He's still in the CHL. He's too young, but we got these two guys up here with this backup leading the way. We'll build some. You see Mitchell is scratched here, and this Andrighetto guy, he was scratched for the NHL last year. These guys are all AHL. Oh, Greer, I don't have him up, but, he's 66 overall at... we can put this Warner guy in. That's my bad. I didn't see him. He may have been auto-added, actually, by the... Did we have Warner before? I don't remember him. Maybe I'm going crazy. Maybe we did have him before, because... Yeah, I think we did have a low fringe starter. That just might be better. We can have him in, playing backup and, whatever. That's what it looks like. Okay. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for all the help. I think next year's really going to be the big year, though. But, it's... Oh, yeah, we got to pick a captain and everything like that. I think it changed it all here. We could sign like some other prospect or something. We have 2 roster spots, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to get stuck in another one of those roster pits. And actually, I think I'm okay with this. I might have given the A to, actually, instead of Zadorov. Okay. Sorry, bud. I'm going to give it to McKinnon. He's been here, and he's a way higher overall. Okay. So he'll get a negative. Yeah, he gets a negative. Sorry, bud. Didn't mean to do it. And then down in the AHL, I think it already did its own thing. Okay, for me, this has been a pretty long recording session. I think it's been over an hour, just figuring this all out, trying to get the most, realistic. It's the off season, guys. In real life, we're gonna be doing our thing. So, okay, let's jump in, play against these fake teams real quick, and then let's get about a month of simulating in, and then you guys can let me know if I made really dumb mistakes or not. But at the end of the day, I was following comments, so let's just remember, respect your peers in the comments. Don't call anybody dumb. I think this is actually a pretty cool little workaround that we did with those big contracts. We got a lot of cool things. Some people might say we got rid of Glennis for almost nothing. Tippett is a great prospect, and he's going to be good in the future. I think for what we currently have, it would be nice to have Glennis because we were short on D prospects. Maybe I should have traded for a D prospect. That's... The problem is the people who needed the player. It just wasn't something we could do. So, I'm just trying to cover my own ass. I'm sorry, guys. It was a hard decision to make, but I think it's actually okay. Getting a decent prospect out of that. Okay, we split the first series against the Blues. That's not too bad. Pittsburgh should destroy us pretty easily. 4-2. At least we're scoring a decent amount of goals. That should be good. We'll look at actually maybe we'll go a month and a half here. I'll go to that Anaheim game. We'll get all the way up to there, and we'll look at the standings. We'll look at the stats, and the next episode we'll go all the way to the trade deadline. You guys can let me know what we should do. Okay, I think I'm just gonna do WHL here with let's actually do defenseman for 6 weeks. Start getting that idea. If you guys do have some ideas for the second year draft, I think I have 2 first-round picks, Winnipeg's and ours. So we can maybe pick up a defenseman or something of that nature. That would be silky smooth. Um, yeah, that would be a lot of fun. So actually, we're on a 3-game win streak here on the East Coast. 4-game win streak. I know the Colorado Avalanche are kind of a streaky team, but 5-3 we get another 5-3-1. Wow. Okay. So we might actually be decently high up in our division at this point. Taking a look at the Minnesota Wild, who are actually a really good team in this game, at 5-4-1. I don't know what's going on here. You know what I do like? I like playing the Minnesota Wild in NHL 18 threes mode. They have a really ooh, look at that. We get 2 shutouts in a row on the Wild, who are apparently a really good team. 7-3-2. Now we got to fall back down. There's no way. Like, this team is not that good. Yeah, we have a pretty top-heavy team. Wow, a lot of shutouts for this team. We got a decent goalie tandem that's only getting better. And you guys can let me know as well how we should proceed with those guys once it becomes a problem. We're winning too many games, guys. If we might even get into the playoffs second year with this team. You know, it's all about heart. It's all about chemistry. And look at San Antonio down there. 11-3-0. As I say it, they lose a game and we lose a game. So we're up at this Anaheim game about a month and a half in, November 18th. Both teams are actually looking really good. 10-5-2 on this team. Let's see where we're at in this little quick shot of our standings. We're third in our division. I mean, you know, it's going to fall back down. We can look at the stats real quick here, see why we're succeeding. Grigorenko actually tearing it up on that second line. Okay, McKinnon, that's what I like to see, almost a point-a-game guy, but he is a minus player, so that might be something we look into, where Grigorenko is a plus. Yakupov with 13 points in 17 games. Barry doing great with 13. Shattenkirk with 13. Awesome. That's great to see those two guys doing real well. Landeskog doing pretty well. Barzell doing pretty well. You know, everybody over 10 points I'm pretty happy with. Even Boyle at 9 points. Then we're getting down to the lower lines. Ratinen, that's a little weird to look at. You know, only 6 points and a -4. That's something. I'm sure he'll rebound, but, you know, discuss that in the comments. See if anybody has 0 points. No, okay, everybody's got at least a point. So we're sharing the love here. Yeah, look at Sanheim. +9, doing real well. You know, only 2 points, but I'm guessing he's just kind of holding it down defensively for now. He's still nervous, you know, but yeah, that should balloon up. I'm just happy about the plus-minus. If he can keep that plus-minus up, he'll grow. But yeah, the team overall, this is only a small snapshot, but they're doing okay. Let's look at goalies here. We will look at AHL stats as well. So goalies going all the way back. So actually, they have a decent amount of similar games here, 11 and 8. Not too big a margin difference. Stolarz is 4-1-1, where Picard is 6-4. So that's not too bad. So, wow, look at save percentage here on Stolarz. You know, it's a smaller snapshot. It's 6 games, but still, that's not bad at all. He may have had those couple shutouts, actually. We can look. Yeah, 3 shutouts for Stolarz. Maybe goalie of the future, but Picard's up at 85. I mean, his really respectable. Both save percentages really respectable for the NHL. Wait, did I pass goals against average? I must have. Whoa, I'm getting, like, turned around. There it is. Okay, it's way up front here. Yeah, Stolarz, because of those shutouts, he's getting really, you know, it's ballooning his stats. He may come down, but you know, and in the meantime, he's going to be really confident in that. So let's go ahead and look at AHL here. Awesome save percentage, or goals against here. Let's see their save percentages, actually. Both are really good as well. These guys are doing super well down here. I'm very appreciative. And let's just look at all skaters here for them. See who's doing some work. Toluski's doing absolute crazy work on that second line. Confer on the third line, Lepsic. So basically all the guys who are like in the 80s, they're doing some real work here. Lemieux doing some work. That's nice. All right. Yeah, we're seeing some good work getting done here. Klima Bros are doing sorry guys. Klima Bros are doing well. Look at all these pluses or evens. This right winger here, you know, he's a minus, but that's fine. And this guy. So like the lower 70s guys are minuses, except Bracco. He's doing well. And we looked at the goalies. So yeah, we're looking at a lot here. We made a ton of moves. Oh my God, we made a ton of moves. I still got to edit this. Wow, this was a longer recording session than I thought it was, but I'm happy we got all that done. I'm sorry I didn't do the math before. Let me know if there's anything you guys want me to do, or if you want me to trade maybe something for someone else, or if we should just hold on to those picks. Because, I mean, we're not doing bad right now, but I think maybe, you know, at the trade deadline, we either... One of you guys was saying in the comments, trade everybody with a 1-year deal, but my problem is the salary cap. Sure, we could trade away, you know, somebody who's got like a $2 million contract for like someone slightly better who's got like a $4 million contract and like a year deal or a 2-year deal. But, you know, where does that even get us? You know, maybe just makes us better for the rest of the year as a rental. My thing is we're right on that cusp of the the salary cap. So it's just a little, I don't know if we necessarily make a move unless we trade for picks. And right now we got I'll show you what we have right now. Right now, we don't need to make any trades in the next video, but you know, come trade deadline, we can really make the decisions. We could even do this cheat again where we sign a free agent for a ton of money. So basically we have in the draft pick for 2018, we have 2 firsts, Colorado and Winnipeg. You know, we know what Winnipeg did last year. So, you know, who knows? And we have a second from Tampa Bay and our 3rd and 4th. So like all these picks can be NHL players easy. And then we go down to the 7th. So I think honestly, keeping these picks is enough. Because getting, you know, even 4 really nice prospects and maybe a 5th, maybe this is a goalie prospect. But, you know, one of these could be a defenseman, one could be a forward, and then we do somebody here. You know, these all can be really great players, and the 7th could be, you know, pushing something over the edge or trading up, or I don't even know. You know, we could even use these to trade up. I just think it's a better depth draft than anything. But let me know what you guys think. If I missed anything you guys wanted to look at, also let me know. I think the team is looking pretty good here. Comtios, as a lot of people say it online. Hopefully we can bring him up next year. So remember that. Maybe next year he'll be in the mid-70s or something. We can play him in the AHL. So that's another one, you know, just to keep in mind, just for roster slots and things like that. So thank you guys for watching. This was a nice long one. Well, I don't know how long it's going to be once edited, but for me it was a long one, and I did a lot of dang work on this. Thank you for your comments. I simply could not have done it without you. And we will see you next time out on the ice.